Now we have another Group E match. I believe I have like one more. That's just further down the playlist here. But Dan versus I don't know. I said it that weird that time. But Dan versus Marigio on the spot right now. So Dan goes for these simplistic stairs chaining. Not a bad idea. Not a bad strategy whatsoever. But against Marigio's more rush-heavy playstyle here, the playstyle might need to switch up a little bit just to accommodate for that. So might need Dan to kind of switch up here and not do stairs. Because if Marigio punishes you, he will punish you. So that's gonna be a pretty drastic cause to this. That's not the rush that I was referring to, by the way. They didn't just bamboozle me and got me. Probably focusing a little bit too hard on that transition. A 6 chain from Marigio, very rare to have. From Marigio, not discrediting them, but it is kind of a little bit more on the rare side of their 50 chains to be larger than like a 5. Okay, he had the resources to continue the right side of the stairs earlier, just didn't use them. Okay, game was being a little bit cruel mistress there. Marigio gets that response out in time. I wonder what Dan's gonna do about that red over there. Okay, still has time to get those reds together. But Marigio also has a really huge advantage going into this. Because he has like less garbage on the board, so that means he has less clutter as a result. And only just needs a single purple to solidify it. Yeah, power 3 is really gonna turn around that 4 chain there. And this will, yep, that's just gonna keep slamming them down. Just not the perfect piece to kind of counteract that, but chose to just throw it to the side, interesting enough. And of course, a little bit of a power 2 there. Putting Marigio at a little bit of a risk there, but fortunately for Marigio, they still have a backup plan. It's called this upcoming 3 chain. And just in time for Dan to receive that garbage. It's going to be a clean 3-4. Well, not exactly the cleanest way, but it is going to be a 3-0 for Marigio regardless. Dan's still separating his stairs a little bit, which is good. He doesn't have the reds to really justify building it towards like the left or the right right now, so wasn't the best position he could with stairs, which is why players kind of opt to do like sandwich instead of stairs when they learn how stairs to do it. Garbage gonna be right back over to the inside. Marigio's playing one of those I don't know if it's like projectile spam or anything like that, but Dan's playing one of those characters that just reflects any like projectile that comes towards them. And those characters, I like to spam those. And Dan instantly just hops out there, which does not surprise me because, well, he was in a weaker position here. Let's see. Some clean stairs for Dan right now, which is nice to see. But of course, Marigio will counteract with that. Does have a 4 here, but I personally believe that they could have gotten a little bit of more going on in the transition department, but not that it was like the worst decision ever. That might be a little more of a, well, Nelly, I guess you could say. A little bit more from Marigio to really keep Dan under pressure here. And for sure it did. He was not able to really get anything from that, which is unfortunate to say the least. Okay, nice 3-chain response from Dan as well. A little bit on the weaker side because Marigio had a little bit more power, however. Marigio looking to get maybe get an all clear from this. Okay, now I'm not sure what Marigio has in store for the purples there. Could have been an all clear if they actually got them in the correct spots. But didn't really have the spoons to really do it. Except this moment. Nice cushion from Dan with the red. Smart play with that. Gives him a 4th chain, especially with the garbage going down too. Wonder if Marigio's gonna put some more reds over in column. Nope, they go in that column. I mean, it is gonna be a powerful chain regardless, so not the worst decision. More power with Dan though. A little bit of a tennis match going on here with like garbage either being like barely like affecting anyone to like people were just players just dodging them left and right, so that's gonna be nice. But it's just like a little bit of a slog of like 1 and 2 chains, however. But of course Marigio's at a greater advantage, sorry. Because Dan's kind of limited to just columns 2, 3, and 4. And 1 to an extent, but since that column 5 is like really blocked off right now, it's gonna be harder for Dan to really get any pieces there, so he might as well just have been blocked off. Both players are kind of just 1 and 2 chaining until a result happens like that one. Match point for Marigio. Let's see if Dan can cook something up here. A little bit back. Nope, not a backward GTR. We thought, or rather, I thought. You guys probably knew that it wasn't coming, so I'm just like, why did I do it? A lot of garbage for Dan. Not terrible. You can definitely come back from that. From this, might be a little bit harder to do. Marigio looking to close out this set with not as much grace or style, but with a funny 2-chain that they found from the street. Good games from both players, a little less dynamic than most would want, but I'm not the player, I'm just a commentator and the tournament organizer and the TO.